This is Mind Muck, episode 6. Talking about painting a bedroom.
I need some weed and a hot coffee. I'm losing energy.
I'm painting my room, and as my dad would say, it's a real whore. It's beating my ass. Like, that's where my level of physical capabilities are at. Painting a room is like crippling me. My neck, my back, my pussy and my crack, my ankle, my knee, my entire left side of my body is at a level that, like, if someone were to write on a form to describe where I'm at, it would be like recently struck by motor vehicle would be an apt description of my of my current physical condition. It's just where I'm at. You know what I mean? But I'm loving doing it. You know what I mean? There's always something about painting a room that's good for you. And then that kind of got into my head, like, what is that? Because when you find those things in life that really help kind of propel you, it's like one of those Hot Wheels tracks. No shit. Them little wheels that spin and kind of give the car a boost. You ever go to like a national park and go out in some insane, mind-blowing, it's all really is what it is, you know what I mean? You get that little all charge of humanity in you, and you know, maybe painting a room isn't quite as exhilarating as seeing the Grand Canyon, but you know, look, sometimes shit just has to get done. So what can I get out of it is where I'm at. And I'm realizing there's a physical component to it. So any type of project where you can add a physical component, because that's what I'm realizing. It's like when I go for hikes, when I march my ass through a city running around like a madman trying to see a bunch of cool stuff. Like there is some physical thing that you're just against. So that's off the bat already killer. Then there's the mental element. It's just you and that wall. You know, you're right in there. It's just square footage as your enemy, basically, you know, and there's a game kind of component to that. It's sick, but it's also, you're like, all right, I'm locked in, let's do this. There's like a Tetris type of just need to finish. But then there's this visual component, because when you get a color, you're just living in that color. Right now I'm living in healing aloe. That's my whole existence, has just been healing aloe. And it's a really fascinating color, and it's a really kind of interesting place to be. You're just kind of locked in this color sphere. And you're just like, all right, how messed up can I get? How high and drunk can I get getting this shit done? And just take in healing aloe, see what happens. Now, there's just a weird place that you go to that's very interesting. It's not like anything else. So I realized, I was like, I do like that. You need that mental space sometimes to just live in a color. It's like a weird battle. It is strange, because when I did my bathroom, I almost lost my mind. It was super tiny. I could barely turn around in there. And I went with this crazy tropical, like bright papaya color. It was insane. It still is. And it works now when the lights are turned off. It's bad lighting, I tell you, bad lighting. The point is, I got videos from that shit, and it's crazy. It would have been like one of those celebrity videos where you're like, oh, this shouldn't have got on the internet. He's having an episode. It was crazy because of just the visuals. It was messing me up, like really. And I looked this shit up. Red. Certain hues of red and oranges and those sort of things are going to increase anxiety and agitation, and blue is going to induce calmness, maybe sadness, but that's where I'm at right now. And it's like this weird, crazy, shifting mindset of just this kind of mellow and trippy ass cool music and lighting just working on your mind. So I looked this up. What would happen if your eyes were exposed to only one color for a prolonged period of time? For example, if someone was put in a room with only one color. And it's pretty cool. There's visual effects, psychological effects, physiological effects. Just real quick, color adaptation, after images, reduced color discrimination. But here's mood alterations. Monotony and boredom, stress and anxiety. Like, I'm telling you, it was crazy. It was one of the worst like mental places I've ever been in. It was just like because there was nothing I could really do about it. I was already like, the ship had sailed. I was halfway in there just banging into things. It was a nightmare. So you got to take on one of these painting projects at your own risk. I'm telling you, it's no joke. But I'm loving it, and I'm just realizing how, I don't know, how much you need these kinds of things thrown in there. I think certain people, not, unnecessarily, but you need something to battle against that's kind of weird too, because like, it doesn't matter really if I get this wall done or not. It's not like a roof or anything that matters. It's just color. But it creates some sort of shift. And my key thing here for myself, and I would hope for you, is to try to find out how you can identify and shape and build those experiences for yourself, because I think they're also beyond us. They're outside of us, and they're so necessary to just kind of retouch with everything. It's awesome. You know what I mean? It's just really cool. Just basically being engaged with something like that. And like, that's, I think, why, not to make this about art, but I do want to talk about this eventually, is why I really want to get back into large scale stuff and painting, is because of the effect it has on you. Like, looking at a large wall of color has an impact on you, and it's one that I like. So anyway, thought that was really cool. Alright, so today's card: to be continued. You are the author of your life story. Despite what's been written so far, what do you want your story to be about? So it's just about always being able to start anew. Every moment is just a chance to completely start again. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.
Yesterday's home runs don't win today's game.
Fuck you, bro.
Just saying.